2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the first stop of the FedEx Cup playoffs. We're coming to you live from steamy Memphis, Tennessee. It's the first round of the FedEx St. Jude Championship. Andrew Catalan here, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. Rich, we had to peel you off Beale Street to get you out to the course. What can you tell us about TPC Southwind here in Memphis?
This is probably the most underrated, difficult golf course on the tour. There are more golf balls hit in the water at TPC Southwind than any other venue on the PGA Tour, and that includes Sawgrass. It's hard to believe, but that's exactly what happens year in and year out. It's just one of these golf courses that gets sneaky difficult at times. There's certainly opportunities to make a lot of birdies and take it low, but if you get off kilter just a little bit with your game, you're going to hit some foul balls, they're going to go in the water, and you're going to make doubles and triples. It's really a cool golf course in that sense because it seems easy and kind, but in reality it's not.
Let's go out to the first hole. This tee shot is looking good so far. Rich, the approach on one.
Second shot's going to be back up the hill. Green tilts slightly from left to right and back to front. A couple of bunkers dotting the greens, two right, one left. Those shouldn't really be into play. Not a scary second shot at all.
He's had a disagreement with the caddy. He's gone down a club.
Not a bad shot right there. This putt is from 17 feet away. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
This one is breaking left to right.
On a nice line.
Love to see that birdie on the scorecard.
Oh, and look at that birdie at the first. 18 under par today, still in play.
Okay, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for 8th. Wow, cannot hit it much farther than that. Well, Rich, this is a critical week as only the top 50 move on to the BMW Championship.
And that's a big deal for all those players because if you're making the top 50, that guarantees you into all the signature events next year on the PGA Tour.
That's unfortunate.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Oh, what a shot there.
Don't you love it when you don't even need a putter to make birdie? Yeah, Seve would be envious of this one. What a chip in.
He is climbing up the leaderboard after that hole. The third hole is a par 5. Take us through the tee shot, Rich.
There's some trees down the right-hand side as well as the left. Very narrow landing area up there. If you want to reach this green in 2, you got to find the fairway.
That is deep, deep rough. A lot to like about that one.
The wind was howling, but that didn't matter.
And the mindset now is to get up and down from here.
Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
With the putter from the fringe, and it goes. Let's see that shot again. While we have a moment, we want to show you the updated leaderboard, our featured player in a tie for third.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
This is a 5-iron. That's a tough one to swallow.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
All right, here we are with a par opportunity. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a one-shot lead.
Let's go to hole number 5, and it's a par 4.
You got some big trees lurking down the right-hand side, a couple of fairway bunkers down the left. Thread the needle and have a clear shot for your second.
Going with the stinger off the tee. Judge that one beautifully. Quality shot, that one. And he's down there.
This breeze just starting to blow, but it's a helpful breeze. It's one that you like. Got to club down a little bit.
This would be a great up and down. This putt for par here. Just 2 shots back after that hole. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
The out of bounds on the right-hand side comes into play more than players think. So the left-hand trees, they get a pretty good wearing out.
That'll work there. Standing over his second shot. Just a couple back from our leader.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
A few shots under par at the moment. Currently tied for 4th place. Oh, what a putt. Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay. Trailing by a couple of strokes now.
Rich, we're looking at this par 4 7th hole. It just looks so narrow in the fairway.
Premium is on accuracy here. That bunker down the left-hand side, that's not a lot of fun, but it's a better option than the trees on the right.
That really sounded pure. Henny, what can you tell us about this shot?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
That's a missed green.
And another missed green in regulation. My, oh my, this has been a long day.
Needs this putt to save par. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1. Let's take a look at this par 3 8th hole.
And a long sliver of a green, and time again, I continually see players to misjudge the distance, either coming up short or long, which is really bad.
Some nice calculations there with this wind.
Henny, how tricky is this one?
This is a big old left-to-righter.
That looked good for a while.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Here's a look at the updated leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for 4th place. I think this one will find the fairway quite easily. I've got about 160 yards to the hole here.
Pro tip, when it's breezy, swing easy. You're welcome.
Looks like this is going to miss just right.
That one will not settle on the green.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
Wow, I thought that was going in. If this putt drops, we've got a tie for 3rd. Our leader has a 2-shot advantage on the field. The back 9 begins with a par 4 at the 10th.
And once again, driver may not be required here. Fairway does run out about 300 yards, so 3-wood for position is fine.
This one could be just off the fairway. That's a tough one to swallow. Just off the fairway, and what a beautiful shot. This has a chance to go in. What a shot right there.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
Moving on to the next. Quick look at the leaderboard, and it's a two-shot advantage for our leader.
This hole is a par 3. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Okay, my money is on a right-to-lefter.
Didn't quite judge the speed on that one. A par putt awaits. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The 12th hole is a par 4. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Bit untidy, wasn't it? His second shot here.
Wind is going straight at his back. Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
That's on the green, but still a fair way away from the flag. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
That's disappointing. Putting for a par here. Okay, let's head to the next. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. Nicely done. From around 180 yards out.
Wind is blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Yeah, the ball is going to have some sandy toes here.
Well, sometimes in the game it gives you good breaks and then you get bad ones. Unfortunately, this one's a bad one. And from the greenside rough here. Ooh, that almost went down. Just outside 10 feet to the hole here, right on 11 feet to be exact.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
And he's down there. You got a read?
I've had to read this a couple times because there's a subtle last minute break at the end. It's going to go left.
Ooh, we're at the par 3 here. I love these holes.
Absolutely. Do not go flag hunting when the pin is on the right-hand side. There's nothing but water. Bail out left center of the green is just dandy.
This putt is from a long distance. Overcooked that one. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. Why not take another look at that effort? Just 2 shots back after that hole.
There's opportunity here at the par 4 15th.
Great birdie opportunity. Long iron, fairway wood needed off the tee, then just a short second shot with a wedge.
That was such a pure swing. All right, Henny, what does this look like?
And from about 105 yards.
Wow, you gotta love that shot here at 15, and a birdie chance is on the way. Another birdie on the scorecard. That's number 5. After that hole, our featured player is making a move. Ooh, boy, not pretty. Second shot on the 16th hole. Big shot out of the green side bunker. Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
I've got it going just a tiny bit left here.
And that putt goes. What a great bounce back on this hole.
Not a way to grind it out in the bunker, but up and down for the birdie. Nicely done.
That will definitely work. This shot from approximately 180 yards.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
Really controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
This one is 5 feet away.
This for a birdie.
Just too long on that one. Just an empty feeling when you hit an approach shot like that, Rich, but still come away with a par. The finishing hole at TPC Southwind is a par 4.
Do not be silly. Don't go left. Nothing good comes of hitting it left.
This is a 7-iron on the way. Yeah, nothing wrong with that shot right there. All right, this is tough, but makeable. Playing a lot of break to the left. That's a pretty good effort.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
That is all for today. And a fantastic round in the books for our featured player, finishing the day on top of the leaderboard.
There's some good golf out there for sure. Should be a fun next 3 days.
That will do it for our broadcast day. For all of us at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew. It's time to prepare for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. We're back for second-round action of the FedEx St. Jude Championship. Andrew Catalon here, pleased to have you back with us. As we begin today's coverage, we join our featured player who currently sits in second place. Let's see if they can climb to the top of the leaderboard by the end of today's round. Let's get down to the first hole. This will play nicely. Time for the second shot on the first hole. Going with 8-iron here. Okay, nothing spectacular, but safe. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right.
Great putt there for birdie.
I can't ever recall him making a birdie and feeling bad about it. So yes, birdie on the first. Great job.
Let's go out to the par 4 second.
Sneaky little tee shot here. You want to favor the left-hand side off the tee, but avoid those bunkers. So players will inadvertently bail out to the right, find some deep rough, which is going to cause a host of problems.
Looks like a similar approach to yesterday, Rich.
Let's not think about what happened here yesterday with this next shot. It wasn't very good.
All right, the putter can come out now. 16 feet away.
Looking for another birdie here.
That starts off on a good line.
Another birdie. That's 2 in a row. Maybe the start of a hot streak.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
We've made our way to a par 5.
And a narrow landing area indeed on this par 5. You got to find the fairway if you want to have any hope of trying to reach this par 5 and 2.
Wow, what a swing. Here's the third shot. Big opportunity here, a putt for birdie. As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for first.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
And now here's a look at the par 3 fourth.
Downhill to a minuscule green. It's got a couple of bunkers on the right-hand side as well as front left. That water, however, gets really close when they put the pin up front.
Five iron on the way. Oh, that is just too bad there. At 8 under par, currently tied for the lead.
This is on a great line.
Just off the green, and it goes. They're telling me in the truck we need to see a replay, and I agree. Before we move on, we take a look at the leaderboard, and he is in second.
And as we move to the fifth, it's a par 4.
Long par 4, some nasty, heavy trees down the right-hand side, and some pretty good-sized bunkers down the left. Thread the needle, you got a clear shot for your second shot.
Well, this should find the short grass. Oh, this is the stuff that gets the juices flowing. Driver off the deck. Sitting at -6. A 7-footer right here. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order.
A little bit of a dog leg from right to left. The trees on the left see a lot of action, but every once in a while you'll see a player hit a foul ball where? Out of bounds to the right.
Henny, how bad is this lie?
He is not going to like this one bit. This is what bad lies are made of.
Okay, let's get those two important things back, timing and tempo. Ooh, sometimes you need a hacksaw to get out of this rough.
Not as easy and straightforward as yesterday's par, so work to be done.
Well, it looks like it's too much club on this one. Currently -5. A bogey putt awaits. And it's a one-stroke buffer for our leader over the field.
Out to the 7th hole.
Straight away as it gets. You got to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, but even more so, you can't miss it right. Those trees, they're unforgivable.
Look how high that grass is.
Yes, this is like a big bowl of spinach salad. It's just gnarly in there.
Going with 5 wood. 2 putts from here would be great. John, give us a read on this putt.
Not a fun putt to line up, going down the hill and moving to the left.
A 3-footer coming up.
He's got this for his par.
As we head to the next hole, our leader has a 2-shot advantage. We have a par 3 here.
A narrow yet long green. I've noticed in the past, though, a lot of players misjudging the distance. Short is okay, long is no-no.
This is a 5-iron. Okay, green side, a chance to get up and down. All right, going to need this one to save par. That is called limiting the damage. What a great job.
And that is a nice up and down out of the greenside bunker for the par.
Well, they can't all be good. Ooh, I think this one's coming up short. This one will not be easy.
He's going to have to go down after this one, try and dig it out as best he can and hope for the best.
Oh, this one appears to miss the fairway. Hitting 4. 5 strokes off the lead. And now this putt for bogey. That looked good all the way. All right, that one is behind us. As we move on to the next, he drops to 2 under for the tournament.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
Wow, what a swing right there. This is a 7-iron on the way. That's a missed green.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
Terrific hands on that shot. Here's the tap in for par. Here's a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for 9th.
On the tee, the par 3 11th. Going with the 8-iron here. That's going to find the water, sadly. A couple under at this stage. Putting for bogey here. John, have you got a good read on this one?
This should move pretty significantly left to right.
Nine feet to the cup. So close. And the dreaded triple bogey putt. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. Welcome to the par 4 12th hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
.2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the second stop of the FedEx Cup playoffs. It's the opening round of the BMW Championship. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by 2002 PGA champion Rich Beem and Luke Elvey, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. We've got an exciting day on tap and can't wait to bring you all the drama from the tour this week. An opportunity to make birdie. Moving along.
Always a nice way to ease on into your round, birdieing the first.
Here's a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player is in a tie for 6th. That was right on target. Well, we're almost at the end of the road, Rich, and only the top 30 move on to the Tour Championship next week.
And that's where these guys want to be. They want to have an opportunity, no matter how far away they might be, they want to have a chance to win the FedEx Cup title. It also gets into all 4 majors next year.
Tremendous shot right there, and now a birdie opportunity on the 2nd hole. That putt drops. That's 2 birdies in a row.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Now to the tee of the par 4 3rd hole. Okay, let's go down to Henny. She's right there.
Nah, this is so good. The bunker isn't even a trap.
This one headed in the wrong direction, out to the right.
Looking to get up and down from here. That just missed. 6 feet to the hole.
To keep the round going. This is a par save.
Let's get a quick glance of the leaderboard. And yes, Lydia Ko is at the top. On the tee on the 4th hole.
You know, Andrew, I think he's going to go for this one. Yeah, this one just swerving the green to the right-hand side.
Time now for the 3rd. Just 2 strokes off the lead. The mission is simple here. He has to get up and down. This is looking good early. This one looking good. And it goes in. As we move on to the next hole, he is in 2nd place with Lydia Ko in the lead.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
2 great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4.
Good birdie on the last. What's in store now?
Sitting at 3 under par. See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little. And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot. Some work to do, however. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
This putt's about 23 feet, guys.
Ooh. 4 feet to the cup. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. And now onto the par 3, 6th hole. Going with the 7. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Looks like this will move to the left-hand side as it goes up the hill. And a relatively good putt from that distance.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Sitting at 3 under. Okay, that's going to play. This putt for a share of 2nd place.
So far, so good.
While we have a moment, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Lydia Ko is in 1st place. We've made our way to a par 3.
Coming off a birdie at the last, looking to add another one.
Five iron on the way. Yeah, I like that. That's okay there. That's a safe shot. All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
This one's going to move quite significantly right to left.
So close. A chance here from 10 feet out.
These par putts, they keep around going.
That one drops. After that hole, he falls back to 3 under. Now to the par 5, 9th hole. That's a really nice shot. This is his 3rd. Only 2 back of the lead. Now at 3 under par. This has to drop to save par. Henny is greenside.
Setting up this putt 9 feet from the cup.
So close. 4 feet remains. And that drops. That's now back-to-back bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row. Never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Not much good that we can say about that shot. Now 2 under par.
Okay, I'm not sure he's got enough out of the sand here.
Setting up in the greenside rough. Man, that was a good shot. This one is for double bogey. And after that hole, he is slipping in the standings.
Here we are at the 11th, a par 4.
That swing reminded me of smooth jazz. Great rhythm.
Feeling strong, going for less club.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. John, what's the line on this putt?
Well, this should be interesting. Double breaker here. Starts outright and then comes back to the left.
That's well judged. Good speed, good line.
A little too cautious on that effort there, Luke.
3 feet to go here to the hole. So no movement there. He stays at even with the card. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here. Time for the second shot at the 12th. Well, that may have come out a little heavy. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And this putt coming up for his par.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
18-footer here is what he's facing.
Wow, was that a rush of blood or something? Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet. Now 5 strokes behind. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
second shot here on the 13th. He's back on the surface, happy to have the flat stick in hand. A putt here to move inside the top 20. And gets that putt to drop. Gutsy effort.
After driving it in the bunker off the tee, that's a formidable score right there.
The 14th is a par 4. Oh, that was mashed. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
You're going to need 1 or 2 clubs more because this green is sitting up.
Opting for the 6 iron. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. And he's down there. You got a read?
I've given it a good look. I see this one going left at the hole.
This one's come off the blade pretty nicely. Gonna like the look of this one. Oh, it's in the hole. Beautiful. Now 4 back after that hole.
Okay, it's a par 3.
The tempo there was exquisite.
How about this birdie putt?
If this goes in, it's going to be so satisfying.
How did that not go in?
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Teeing off here on the 16th hole. Wow, that was launched.
This one might just go in the hole.
He has this putt to move inside the top 10. Here's a look at the way things stand. He is in a tie for ninth.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The club choice is a 6 iron. That's an amazing approach shot, and now a birdie chance here at the 17th. Okay, back-to-back birdies on the scorecard.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
We finish on 18 with a par 4. That appears to be a very good line off the tee. This from about 210 yards.
1 extra club required to this elevated green.
If this putt drops, it would be 4 under par for the tournament. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
This putt was looking like a pretty hard break to the left.
Here we go, putt on the way. That was close. And just a tap in left for par. And tap this one in to finish out the round and call it a day. Okay, Rich, first round is in the books, and our featured player looks pretty good out there.
Great golf being played already. Can't wait to see the next round.
We had so much fun out there today. Thank you for joining us. For all of us at 2K Sports, we'll see you soon. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. The FedEx Cup playoffs roll on. It's the second round of the BMW Championship. Welcome back, Andrew Catalan here. Pleased to have you back with us. We've got our leader sitting at 6 under as we get things going here on 2K Sports. Second shot here at 1. Well, this could go anywhere, but I still love pulling driver out of the bag. I like that one. This putt just outside 10 feet. We've got it at 11 feet to the cup.
Putting for eagle. That always sounds good.
Oh. What a way to open things up. A birdie on the first hole.
Most certainly is. Love to see it.
Teeing off on the par 4 second.
Nice birdie in the last hole for a change. First one of the day. They needed it desperately. Now, next hole, looking for more. Lovely, lovely rhythm.
We've got about 180 left to the hole.
Went straight down.
Going with less club.
Wow, that one was just a little bit off.
Bit too much club there, wasn't it?
And the mindset now is to get up and down from here. Six feet to the cup.
Crucial to save this par.
Here's a look at the way things stand. He is currently in the tie for third place. This hole is a par 4. I think this one will be in the sand. Henny, what type of lie does he face in this bunker?
Andrew, how do you like your eggs in the morning? I don't like mine like this.
Not the best contact out of the bunker. Okay, green side, a chance to get up and down. That is the perfect position to leave it in. Needs this to drop to save par. As we move on to the next hole, we take a quick peek at the leaderboard, and he is in a tie for 4th. An opportunity here with a par 5. That might be the best swing of the day. And right now at -4. Not on the green, but really close. I love it. Oh, how about it? This has my attention, and it just slides by. If this one goes in, we've got a tie for 2nd. He is moving up the leaderboard as we move on to the next hole.
Now on the tee of the 5th hole, the par 4. Oh, this one looks to be heading down the runway. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's going to gain some extra yardage here. It's a down breeze. In this wind, what that says to me is he struck that good.
All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
This one pretty much looks like it's going right to left.
That's tracking. How good was that putt? And that takes him to 6 under. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. Here we are at the 6th hole. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. This is his 2nd shot. He shares top spot. And that's well played. Safely onto the putting surface. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard.
And now teeing off on this par 4.
I wonder if he's going to try and attack this hole. He could definitely extend the lead if he plays it right.
Sitting at 6 under. This is pitching wedge on the way. Not super tight, but a makeable putt. There's some meat left on the bone with this one.
This one starting out way out to the right.
Let's see if the player can manage a par. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead. We have a par 3 on this one. The club choice is a 6-iron. Right now it's 6 under par. This putt is for par. And that putt drops, and we move on to the next. As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for first. This is looking really nice off the tee. Well, you don't see this all the time. Going with driver from the fairway. Right now it's 6 under. Wow, he's going to like that one. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
This one's going to gently meander from the left.
Another birdie on the scorecard. That's 4 for the day. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead. And now teeing off on a par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
This one looking pretty good off the tee. Bite. Okay, green side, and the goal now is to get up and down. Needs this one in order not to drop a shot.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for first.
Now on the tee of a long par 4. Oh, that is a thing of beauty. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
This wind really starting to get up. That was well managed.
John, have you got a read on this one?
Pretty sure this is going to move to the left.
Oh, what a putt. And that will take him to 8 under. looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Second shot here on the 12th. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. Not a bad play, that one. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is a 12-footer here.
That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
Currently 3 strokes up after that hole. The 13th hole is a par 4.
How is he going to play this? Lay back or go for it and extend his lead?
I love seeing stuff like that.
Oh, loving seeing that aggressive play there, Luke. Great drive.
Yeah, that's a good line, that one. Has it got enough pace? Putting for birdie here. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Time to see what this par 4 has in store. Absolutely flushed. Always difficult to get a gauge of the exact distance when playing uphill to the green. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt goes downhill and breaks to the right.
Ooh, not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole.
To 15, it's a par 3. Five wood is the choice.
The harmony on that swing was awesome.
This putt to get to 11 under par. This one should swing back to the left. A good chance to 2-putt now. 3 feet left. Our leader has a 2-shot advantage on the field. Teeing off now on this par 5. That's a good one to build momentum on. Here's the second at 16. That's how you take on a par 5.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Henny, tell us about this putt.
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet. Oh, I like the start line on this one. It's going to break left now.
3 feet to the cup. He makes the putt and extends his lead. Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard. Time now for a par 3. This is a hybrid. All right, we can work with that. Trying to get to 12 under par. This putt on the way, looking good. Oh, I like the looks of this. This one is going to go. Now to 18, the par 4. That's a pretty good shot right there. Well, we'll see what happens, but you love the aggressive style here with driver. Let's go down to Henny.
Andrew, there is a stiff breeze and it's heading straight in.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that shot right there. Good distance remains on this long putt. Here we go on a good line.
Looking good.
That's it for today. A very impressive day for our featured player, and as we take a look at the leaderboard, currently in a tie for first. Well, that'll do it for us today. For our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long, and we'll see you next time. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the second stop of the FedEx Cup playoffs. A big weekend starts right now. It's the third round of the BMW Championship. Hi, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan. Welcome back. And as we take a look at the leaderboard, our featured player shares the top spot with Victor Hovland of Norway. This is a bomb. About 220 left to the hole.
Puff of wind blowing right to left for him.
This is the third. He's got this putt for birdie. That putt goes in. Time to make a move.
And that should calm whatever nerves his player has. Nice opening hole.
Let's go out to the par 4 second. I think he likes that one. This looks like a 190-yard shot.
Next shot straight back into the teeth of the wind.
Still not putting.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
The distance left on this putt is 17 feet.
This is all about momentum. It's a par save.
This one on a good line. I think we're lucky that one stopped where it did. That's a bogey on the scorecard, and now the lead is trimmed. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead. Setting up now on the tee of the par 4 third.
Oh, look at this soar through the air. Club up. I like this play.
Okay, nothing spectacular, but safe. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
A huge right to left swinger.
Opportunity here and a good looking putt. It's looking really good. Yes! Okay, moving on to the next, but before we do, let's look at the updated leaderboard, and now a solo leader. We've made our way to a par 5. That's a textbook swing. Okay, this from 210. And currently leading the event by 1 stroke. Trying to get to 14 under for the event. John, you're down there. What can you tell us about this putt?
He's got a 31-foot putt at least.
Putt on a good line. Getting better. That close. This putt left for birdie. Okay, moving on to the next.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player in first, Victor Hovland right behind in second.
Let's go to hole number 5, and it's a par 4.
In good form, birdie at the last, looking to add on to that.
Oh, seems to have got a big piece of that one. Striped. Going with the pitching wedge here.
Beautiful shot. Really managed that well in the wind.
This putt is of 9 feet.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
A little bit overzealous there. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? Let's see what happens here on the 6th. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Needs this one to kick right. Hasn't managed to birdie this hole this week. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
Yeah, this is not going to be easy. It's going downhill, moving to the left.
Surely it's going to.
What a putt that was. And catching up with the action, our player is currently tied for top spot alongside Victor Hovland.
Now teeing off on the par 4 7th hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
That's going to work nicely for him. Okay, Henny, what do you see down there?
And from around 135 yards,
This one needs to hang on just a bit.
it looks so good for so long, but now it's first cut.
Looking to get up and down from here. From 10 feet away.
The putt is underway.
That putt drops for par. And as we move to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied at the top with Victor Hovland. This is a 5-iron. Wow, what a swing. And still no putter in the hand.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
Oh, I thought that was going down. 8 feet left to the cup. Cannot walk away with par. Okay, on to the next. Here's a look at the leaderboard with Victor Hovland leading the way. Time for the tee shot at the par 5. This tee shot is looking good so far.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
What a great shot on the par 5, on and 2.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
And that one will drop. Here's a look at the leaderboard with Victor Hovland on top by 1. Now to the 10th hole, it's a par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
That's the type of swing you want to take with you every time out. Get down. Not a bad shot right there. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
A tricky little slider here, downhill, moving to the left.
The putt goes in, and a high five. That's 5 birdies for the round.
Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. And he's setting this one up from almost the same spot as yesterday on this hole.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today.
That's a little wayward. Setting up for his third shot. Just one shot back now. .11 feet to the cup.
This one is for par.
Now man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
This one's breaking left to right.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. Victor Hovland has moved into top spot of this tournament. The 12th hole is a par 4.
Trying to forget the bogey at the last and focus in on this one.
Awesome stuff.
And just getting into the shot now from a very similar location to yesterday.
Had a good result here yesterday. Hopefully conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
This one looks like it's going right. Lining this putt up from a fair distance.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Can he make one from long range? This is on the tracks.
Yeah!
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Time to take a look at the standings, shall we? And our featured player sits in second place as Victor Hovland continues to lead. Here we have a short par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
That's not the shot he was hoping for. Time for the second shot here at the 13th. Well, that's wonderfully played out of the sand. A lot on the line here. This putt for a share of top spot. And as we move along, this player is currently tied for the lead with Victor Hovland. This hole is a long par 4. It looked like it came out of a cannon. Henny, what's the player facing here?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Now this putt to get to 18 under par. John, have you got a good read on this one?
This looks like it's going to break to the left.
And this one is for his par. Just 3 feet to the cup. And that's Victor Hovland on top of the leaderboard.
Okay, we've hit the 15th. It's a par 3. Pulling hybrid out of the bag. That was such a pure swing. This one would be from downtown. And it should turn left toward the hole. Pretty good from that distance, just a little meat left on the bone.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
We're on the tee at 16. That was right on target. How about this play, pulling out the driver? Okay, that'll play. A birdie putt coming up. This could be a big one. John, give us a read on this putt.
Just a slight break to the right on this putt.
Looking good.
And the birdie putt drops. We look at the leaderboard and our featured player in a share of first with Victor Hovland.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Going with less club. Let's see how this turns out.
All right, the putter can come out now. Let's check in with Henny.
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
This one's tracking.
And the birdie putt drops.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And as we take a look at the updated leaderboard, he's in first place, but Victor Hovland is in second. There is some danger up ahead.
And breathe. This one has avoided the really nasty rough.
This shot from about 210 yards away. leading the event by 1 shot. Staring down a very long putt here.
Starting it way outside the hole.
4 feet to the cup. And with that, he'll sign off on his round. Only 18 holes remain, and our featured player is in first place.
Just a slim lead going into the final 18 holes. This will be pressure packed for this player.
Just a phenomenal day. We can't wait to do it again. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, our UK Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time to see who will walk away with the hardware here at the BMW Championship. Hi everyone, I'm Andrew Catalan. Welcome back. Rich, the final round is underway and our featured player is in the final pairing today.
And Victor Hovland, he's fearless, isn't he? Time and time again, he gets close to that lead. He is not going away anytime soon. This is going to be quite the battle.
Oh, I can hear the golf claps around the course. And Rich, we've seen this before. The player was in a similar area yesterday.
Yes, and let's hope it's not a similar results as yesterday.
This is a long way away. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
I like the looks of this. Ooh, that was close. And just to clean up this birdie. Padding that lead. Wow, what a start.
That is sending the rest of the field a message right there.
Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole. That is a massive drive. Come on, let him in. A birdie would look really nice on the scorecard. Henny, how challenging is this putt?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
Right on line, but just misses. Well, after an approach shot like that, Rich, that feels like a wasted opportunity. Now to the tee of the par 4 third hole. Wow, what a swing right there. That's a great position to be in after that approach. 3 feet remain.
A really good look at birdie.
Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. Not a bad result right there.
Going for less club here.
This one greenside in the rough. That is a very useful shot with par back in play. Another birdie. That's 2 in a row, and there's starting to be a little buzz on the grounds.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
To par 4, the 5th hole. Well played. He's setting up for his second shot. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Well played there, pin high. Putting for birdie. And he's down there. You got a read?
This looks like it's going to go left.
And so close to the birdie. What a shame. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Leading by a couple after that hole. Time to tee off at the 6th. Choosing the 9-iron here. Well, this one's going right at the flag. Good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. That's disappointing. This is a par putt. Good looking putt. And down she goes.
That is a huge sigh of relief there, Luke. Finally gets one to go.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player.
Over to the par 4 7th hole.
This hole is so important at this critical time. Go for it, lay it back. How much do you trust your swing?
That will definitely work. This is a good 130 club. On the green, that's always mission number 1. Okay, a 15-footer remains. Henny, how tricky is this one?
Yeah, it's hard to even stand straight on this slope. Big right to left break.
Come on.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Looking at the leaderboard, our featured player is in first, but a major champion in Brian Harman right behind. We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 3.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
This one will have to travel pretty far to get to the bottom of the cup. Wow. This putt is from 16 feet away. That is the way you do it on the dance floor. Here's a quick look at the leaderboard, and he has a one-shot lead. Teeing off now on this par 5. This one appears to be fairway bound. I gotta tell you, I like the play. Why not? Just go for it. On the green in 2. How about that?
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and getting rewarded for it.
All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
I think this one's moving right to left.
I can't believe that didn't get in there for eagle. He gets that one to drop. That's the 4th birdie of the day. Quick look at the leaderboard, and it's a 2-shot advantage for our leader. We start the back 9 here at the 10th hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively. Lovely, lovely run.
This one is right at it. Those shots all day have been working. Another one hits the green. Now this putt for birdie. He gets that one to drop. That's his 5th birdie of the day.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Hole number 11 is a par 4. Lovely rhythm there, Rich. That's going to work every time. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
He's got about 225 yards left from here.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. This putt is about 19 feet in distance. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Okay, this one starts out pretty straight, but it will go left at the end.
Oh, he's put a pure stroke on that one.
All right, getting better.
He's currently in first place. Welcome to the par 4 12th hole. Wow, he let the big dog eat there, didn't he? This is his second shot. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Oh, well, I don't know. Looks like about 25 feet to go, though.
Oh, that one started on a pretty handy line.
Looking good.
Putting for par. The putt drops, and we're moving on. After that hole, they're currently in first place with Victor Hovland in second. Next hole is a short par 4.
I wonder if he's going to try and attack this hole. He could definitely extend the lead if he plays it right.
That's not what he had hoped for, I'm pretty sure of that. Second shot here on the 13th hole. Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
Shocking, a missed green in regulation.
Setting up to play the shot here from the greenside rough. Or is that the number? Wow, from a dodgy lie, Rich. How special was that?
That was spectacular, Luke. Great work. Great shot.
Well, Luke, I think he's found his distance.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. On the tee now, the par 4 14th hole. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
Oh, really leaned on that tee shot. That went forever.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. And he's down there. You got a read?
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Leading by 3 strokes now.
Time for the tee shot at 15. This is a hybrid. Beautiful shot from our leader. Wouldn't it be nice if this one went down? That looked good for a while. Here's the par putt.
Looks good.
And there's your par.
And with just a slim lead coming down that stretch, anything can happen.
We've made our way to a par 5. Look at that drive. He got all of it. I'm not sure where this one will end up. That's a fantastic shot by our leader.
Man, people usually don't go that far on vacation. What a drive.
Aggressive play on the par 5, and it pays off.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
John, what's he looking at with this putt?
This looks like about 34 feet to the cup, guys.
And now a 6-footer is left. The putt goes in, and that cushion is getting wider. After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard. Let's go over to 17, the par 3. The club choice is a 6-iron. Wow, our leader's got it going today. A long putt remains. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
Love it or hate it, it's a downhill left to right putt.
Ooh, looking nice.
This putt still tracking nicely. Okay, a quick look at the leaderboard, and it's a 5-shot advantage for our leader. The closing hole is a par 4. Another good shot from our leader.
Wow, was that a massive drive there. Holy cow.
And Rich, this is a similar spot to yesterday.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
5-iron on the way. Our leader is putting on a clinic out there.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
And if this putt goes down, we have a champion. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
Well, Andrew, it's going to go uphill and to the left. Let's see what happens.
That one just rolls by. This putt remains to become the champion at the BMW Championship. And what a finish by our featured player, coming up clutch at the BMW Championship.
The ultimate driving machine this week. What a performance. Tour Championship lurks.
Well, that'll do it for today. For all of us here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. Have a great night.